Okay, I'd like to welcome you all to the village board meeting, 7 o'clock, Monday, September 9th. Like the roll call of officers,
We have Pete Unzia, Roseanne Guy, Sarah Heitzler, Chris Clear, Rose Sowers, Kevin Schiller, and Dan Wolf present.
open meeting law compliance check.
We are compliant.
We all please stand for a pledge of allegiance and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Any public input? Okay, then we'll move on to the Belgium Area Chamber of Commerce report. That. And we'll move on to village marshal report.
Okay, last month I had one complaint from a guy at his trailer on the road. One spot for too long and that got taken care of, going to move it. Put it in the driveway, so I took care of that, and I had 2 complaints. Over on Michael Street where some people were walking their dogs past the house and the dogs came. Running out on the road. They didn't attack them, but they're big dogs and they were pretty intimidating. So that happened twice, so. She got and gave her a verbal warning and it seems to be working. She's keeping her dogs in the yard. Then I had another complaint of somebody's dog. Crapping in another guy's yard. So
Was it?
we got that one straightened out too. Took a month of dogs to primary.
Dog month.
One of those things.
How'd your first week of school being back in? How'd that go? How'd it go for the first week?
It's kind of, when you're driving around, I try to get out now a little bit earlier in the morning when the kids are all out there and they all wave when I go past, so. Even parents. You know, they like having me out there at that time.
Okay. Anybody got anything else for the marshal? Okay, I'd like to make a motion to approve the consent agenda items.
I'll second.
Motions are made and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Move on to new business. 10A, consider having the village purchase a small plot of land from residents, tax key number 18-050-03-07-009. This is like 1/10 of an acre on the corner of Chestnut and Main. It really has no value for the village to purchase it.
Do you have a picture of where it is?
So I did, put in the packet. Teresa did put in the packet the letter that we received. She is requesting the village purchase it. As stated in the letter, that's the only, because she got a bill for the lawn mowing.
And if she doesn't find somebody to buy it, she's gonna get a bill for blowing snow. It's not gonna be cheap. She's asking $3,800 for this property. And I
We
get,
can't build it?
no, it's useless. It's like,
Leave it
what is that,
up.
35 feet wide by
Yeah, it is a substandard
160 feet maybe?
lot, so it is not buildable.
The only one that actually has any value for it is Tony and Samantha.
Why did she offer it to you?
Long story.
Okay.
She,
Can we buy it and then sell it to them?
no,
Well, we could,
Well, apparently she doesn't want to sell it to them.
the thing is,
I mean.
they're not
you
gonna pay
guys
us
could make
$3,800.
it. But if we own it, we're responsible for it. And I'm not sure that there would be a benefit to,
You can give her $1,000 for it?
well, you could offer her anything you wanted, but once we own it, we're responsible. So if in fact they decided they didn't want it, we would now be responsible for a sliver of land that has to be. Up and shoveled.
Who's doing that now?
You wouldn't do that, would
But
you?
we cut it, we cut the grass, we send them for $300 and then remember we blow snow or something another. So it's not a value to the village at all.
Right. right-
So it's
I
not
guess
like-
one of those, right in the corner going down to the old community center.
I don't think.
Oh, no, they're not delinquent. I mean, obviously, it's gonna cost her money to keep the
Yeah.
property. It would be in her best interest to
Yeah.
divest herself of it, but which she's trying to do, but she wants to get money from it, and it's not really of value to the village. It's just gonna cost us money.
It's really not of value to anybody. I mean,
What?
it's really not of value to anybody. It's useless land.
We'll take her money.
I mean, it's, what is it, 35 feet wide by 160 feet long?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we need a motion?
Right here.
There would need to be action use.
I need to-
Oh, really?
We have other action.
Well, I mean,
Lots of miles.
we should respond to the letter, so I think it would be good if Morgan could give us a motion that
Yes.
directs us to respond to their letter.
Then I make a motion that we respond to her letter that it is not in the village's best interest to purchase the land. And that until she can make other arrangements to divest herself of it, she will be receiving bills for maintenance.
I'll second.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. One thing, can we just make sure that Tony and Samantha have the right email that was sent to us?
I will, let me see if I have an email here, I was down, she does not have an email in here, but we have her postal address.
Yeah.
So we would be replying by mail, but, you know, I can, it's the same address that's listed on the tax property, so it's a public record, so I can provide that to you if you wish it. Who seconded that? Chris?
Okay, then we'll go on to 10B. Introduce and approve resolution number 04-24, combining 3 parcels into 2. Resolution number 04-24.
So we need an introduction on this first. I can give you a brief.
Okay, I'd like to introduce resolution number 04-24. Combining 3 parcels into 2.
So this came to the plan commission, Antes wished to take these 2 properties and combine them and split them into 2, which they're then gonna put, duplexes on, yeah, sorry. So the plan commission is recommending that you approve this. It does have to be done by CSM. Their recommendation was, contingent upon them making some adjustments that the engineer reflected. This is the new CSM that we got back after those recommendations were adjusted. We did send it to McMahon. Teresa's been on vacation for a few days, so I'm not sure if McMahon got back to us yet. But I would just recommend that if you're going to approve it, you do so conditional upon McMahon review, because we haven't verified that all of their concerns were addressed yet.
And to be clear, it's taking 3 existing parcels and making them 2 parcels. Different with land use, you see CSMs where you're creating additional, but they're actually.
And if this is approved, the plan commission has already approved the plans for the 2 duplexes.
Do we see any problems with this?
No, originally, they had the lots split up in order to be able to do that. So it is in line with what they had intended. This is a multi-use area, so they can do either single family duplexes or multifamily. It's zoned for all 3, so it fits within all the requirements.
And they had to move some storm sewer, I think, in the process of doing that.
Then I will make a motion that we approve resolution 04-24 contingent upon McMahon's approval of the CSM.
Second.
Motions are made and seconded. Any further discussion on this? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion's been made and second to adjourn. All in favor, say aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you all. Thank you all for coming.